Hello everybody, in this video we're going to talk about the roles in Minecraft Legends PvP. But hey, you ask, what roles are we actually talking about? You're correct, well, there aren't any specific classes or anything. But basically when you jump into PvP, you're going to find sooner or later there are some things that each player needs to do in order to, well, gain the upper hand in battle. And basically if you focus on a specific task, you're going to be better at it, generally speaking. Now, of course, the less player playing, the more each player needs to do. Alright, so for example, if you have 2 players, well, playing, 2 of them needs to do lots of things basically. But if you have 4, each one can focus on their own thing. So basically, when I play, again, this is kind of a rough, but I'm gonna share with you again based on my experience. There are 4 different kind of roles. The first one is the defender. It's kind of the architect defender in Minecraft Legends. PvP, your primary focus will be building robust defenses and upgrading the base. Also, communication is key, collaborating with your team to address their needs and ensure a well-protected fortress. Your strategic planning and construction skills are crucial for your team's success. And this works, by the way, in 2 ways, because your team might need something, for you to build for them. You need to make sure to listen and need to communicate back, to ask them, for example, gather resource in order to build something they ask for. The second one is the harvester. I mean, this is basically a resource gathering role. This plays a vital role in Minecraft Legends PvP by efficiently farming resources across various biomes and securing valuable prismarines through destruction of enemy structures. Your ability to gather and manage resources is the backbone of your team's progress and strength. Basically, without resources, you're not going anywhere. So if you have a player that is dedicated, if you're playing, for example, 3 vs 3, 4 vs 4, and is one dedicated for harvesting, but it's important to know that everybody, including the defender, can of course farm for nearby resources. The problem is that the defender shouldn't go very far. For example, if the biome, the RNG is pretty bad and the biome is far from the base, you need somebody that actually can just go there and farm for specific resource that you need to build certain structures. The defender won't leave the base, otherwise the base will be exposed and your opponents can actually attack it. This is why it's important to have somebody that is kind of more dedicated to getting the resources needed and can roam the different areas and find those without actually being a risk for actually exploding the base for attacks. The other role, which I call the attacker, you're kind of a battle commander in PvP. Your primary focus is basically directing the team's combat strategy, coordinating attacks on enemy bases, and protecting your own. You can also, by the way, kind of harass enemies as well if need to. Your tactical expertise, once you gain them, in ability to adapt to changing situation, determine the outcome of each battle. So you need to lead your team to victory with effective decision making and a keen sense of timing. Now, if you are playing 4 vs 4, the one that I added is actually called Scout. And as a Scout in Minecraft Legends PvP, your main objective is to cooperate with all team members and gather crucial information on enemy player locations. Your keen observation skills and ability to relay real-time intel to your teammates are essential in coordinating effective strategies and staying one step ahead of your opponents by constantly scouting the battlefield. You provide your team with the necessary insights to make informed decisions and secure victory. So again, these are taking into consideration that you have 4 vs 4 and you kind of split the roles between different players, right? For example, I was in many of the PvP matches, I was actually the defender. I was staying and defending the base and building structures and listening what my other teammates want in order to build them, and of course communicating back in resources that we need. However, in many of the situations, I found out that we really don't understand where enemies are located. This is why I added a scout if you're playing 4 vs 4. Of course, that player can, by the way, his mission is also to help others because he can just roam different areas. It's kind of a support hero, you know what I mean, support character. So you can, for example, be very close to your attacker and helping when needed. You can search for an harvest as well. And if you need somebody to go back and help protect the base, it can be like, somebody who can just go and help protect the base. It can do many things, and it's kind of somebody that really helps and helps support the other roles in the game. But essentially, we need really good information so we won't get surprised. And basically, if we get more information, the easier it is to actually adapt to the to the strategies that other players are making and pinpoint where players are located. This is very, very important. In most situations, players just playing, they have no idea where some of the players are, and in many cases we're very surprised to find out like there's a base behind us or somebody above the hill. But basically all players need to provide information, all right? But sometimes players really get behind or around, and if the scout can roam around the area, the land, the open world, you can get more better understanding and focus on notifying where players are actually located. So again, if you play with less players, of course, one of you or two of you, you need to do all of the things at the same time, and can be, of course, a bit problematic. And this, of course, changes the way you actually play and strategies. But if you're playing both 4 versus 4, which is the most fun in my opinion, which I know I can focus on certain tasks and try to be really the best at it. These are some of the rules that I kind of created in order to better understand how things work and based on my experience with the game. If you have more suggestions, of course, let me know in the comment section below. Yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. Tell me what you think about that, and yeah, good luck, have fun in the game. I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.